Good Monday morning, June 15th, 2020. This is Guy McPherson from Nature Bats Last, GuyMcPherson.com, with today's update and stock market news as the markets are opening in the United States. A few headlines. This one from Market Watch, an opinion piece. Thursday's sell-off should embolden the stock market's long-term bulls. Because obviously what goes down must come up. No, wait, I learned that a different way. What goes up must come down? Well, I guess the stock market doesn't adhere to gravity, so some rules need not apply. And speaking of confusion, from Bloomberg, next U.S. jobs report set to be even more confusing than May's. Unemployment report. So that was very confusing, because it didn't make any sense at all, because the numbers are so rigged that nobody can make heads or tails of anything. And the next U.S. jobs report is going to be more confusing than that one. All right, from Bloomberg, Cuomo, that's the governor of the state of New York, Cuomo issues stern warning aimed at avoiding second virus wave. So we're in the first wave. People are dying left and right. People are denying that the virus is anything other than a Chinese hoax. And the second wave is coming, and there's no stopping it, sports fans. We ought to be taking radical measures. Yes, everybody should be wearing a mask everywhere except in their bed, basically, in their house and in their car. But Florida just reopened to 2,000 deaths, 2,000 new cases per day. The last couple of days. That's what happens when you reopen, when the virus is still among us. So yes, we should be taking radical actions to try to reduce the number of people who get infected. But we're headed for a second wave. If this pandemic follows the trend of all other pandemics, we're going to have a second wave. It's going to be worse than the first. We're also going to have a third wave. So yes, we should take action, but let's not impose hope upon the situation. And finally, from Market Watch, U.S. stock futures dropped sharply after Wall Street's worst week since March. What happened in March, you might ask? Well, on March 16th, that was a Monday, the stock market nearly crashed badly enough to cause the complete disruption all the way down to zero, capitulation of the stock markets in the United States. That was on March 16th, 2020. Wall Street Journal didn't bother to report it until Friday, the 20th of March, 2020. Why not? Because after the workday is over, then we can report bad news. Sorry, after the work week is over, then we can report bad news about the work week. Until then, forget about it. And where are we at? At 9:34 Eastern Time. Stock market's just opening in the United States. Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 716 points, and the broader and secondary markets are following suit as well. Because remember, what goes down must come up. This apparently is good news.